Well, in OCT angiography, we're still looking at the intensity, but now what we're looking at is the variation in that intensity of light from moving particles like red blood cells versus the static retina, which is not moving. And it turns out if you look at that variation in intensity, you can actually tell what's moving and what's not. And by doing that, we create what I like to think of as a motion contrast map of the retina that allows us to see the retinal vasculature. So in a lot of ways, it's just like standard SD-OCT, but we're using different software algorithms to look at how light reflects off of moving objects versus static objects. When we did this a few years ago, we were only looking at the variability in the intensity of backscattered light from the red blood cells. And it turns out we had really good signal, and we could have very good detection of the finest capillaries in the retina. But it turns out that if we actually look at other things, the other variations in the backscatter light, such as phase, it actually improves the signal quite a bit. So it becomes a signal to noise issue. The more signal you have, the finer the capillaries you can see. So with the current technology, we're using both intensity and phase variations from the backscattered light to detect the red blood cell movement and therefore to create a map of the retinal vasculature. And it turns out that's really important. The higher your signal to noise, the more reliable and the more fine the images are going to be, and that's probably going to allow us to make better decisions down the line. OCT angiography images are very high resolution and they show the finest capillaries in really amazing detail. I don't think most ophthalmologists have ever seen images that are that clean and that nice unless you're looking at histology. Oftentimes we see very nice clean fluorescein angiograms, but the resolution on almost all the OCT angiography images that I get today in my clinic are better than the vast majority of fluorescein angiograms that I have.